Well, earlier in the newscast, we had the latest report on that big NATO powwow over the Russia-Ukraine war. Worldwide impact on many fronts. Here at home, some Valley residents doing what they can to help Ukrainians. Channel 5's Rudy Mireles spoke with several people about what they're doing to show their support.
Tonight, the humanitarian crisis in countries bordering Ukraine continues. And those countries, like Poland, are stepping up.
People from the mountainside will travel for 4 or 5 hours just to get to the train stations and be like, hey, we got a house, we got food, we'll help you.
Zuzanna Szymańska recently moved to Harlingen from London. Before living there, she lived in Poland. Her family members back home among those helping.
Right now, an 8-person family, she took them into her house, like they live with her.
Feeding 8 extra mouths, no easy task for her aunt. That's why Szymańska, an online video game streamer, is raising funds on her channel to help fund the aid. Coming from Poland, she and her family know the struggles of war.
We still remember what it feels like and, helping Ukraine through it. Because we were alone, but we're letting our friends know you're not alone when you're friends with us.
But it's more than just food and shelter needed.
On the battlefield, people think, bullets and beans, food and bullets. But there's a lot of things that go into that.
Brian Guerra co-owns Ballistic Imports in Harlingen. They specialize in arming foreign armies with the okay from our federal government. They typically focus on weapons. When Russia invaded Ukraine, they thought of another way to help.
Medical kits. So we thought, okay, what if we were able to get medical kits to, the front lines in Ukraine?
Now, these kits are almost exactly what you're going to get if you were, let's say, in the U.S. military going downrange on a deployment. They contain things like this piece of thick plastic to help any gunshot wounds to the chest. It has quick clot to put on bullet wounds or other kinds of wounds that may be bleeding out. And it even has a tourniquet, something that we've seen here in the Valley can prove to be a lifesaver.
The good thing about medical kits is that they don't take sides. They can help anybody on the battlefield.
Unlike Szymańska, other than his logistical context, Guerra has no connection to the ongoing battle. His sole motivation, a sense of patriotism.
It's our duty as, Americans. We've always been a country to help people. We've always been there for people in need. And, there's no point in just because this is a European problem, us ignoring that. Because if you look throughout history, European problems become our problem.
If you'd like to see how they're helping in their own ways, we'll have links to their websites on this story after the newscast. In Harlingen, Rudy Mireles, Channel 5 News.